The Philippine Air Force's modernization takes another major step forward. On October 13, 2025, the Department of Budget and Management released a Notice of Cash Allocation worth 8.256 billion pesos to the Department of National Defense, covering the fifth milestone, payment for the additional utility helicopter acquisition project, featuring none other than the S-70i Black Hawk. This means one thing: the Philippines is pushing full throttle toward completing its fleet of 32 brand-new Black Hawk helicopters from Poland's PZL Mielec under the Revised AFP Modernization Program. Let's rewind a bit. The first batch of S-70i Black Hawks arrived in 2020, replacing the aging UH-1 Hueys that had served the Air Force for decades. Following the success of that initial batch of 16 units, the government approved an additional 32 helicopters in 2021 to further boost the air mobility and disaster response capabilities of the Philippine Air Force. These aircraft are being produced by PZL Mielec, a subsidiary of Lockheed Martin, the same company behind the legendary C-130 Hercules and F-16 fighter jets. The total contract is valued at around 32 billion pesos, with deliveries being made in batches or milestones. Each milestone represents a significant production and delivery phase. And this fifth milestone, worth 8.256 billion pesos, signals that we're entering the final stretch of this massive helicopter program. As of today, 15 out of the 32 Black Hawks have already been delivered and are now operational. These aircraft are spread across several air mobility and tactical support units, including the 205th Tactical Helicopter Wing and the 250th Presidential Airlift Wing. The remaining 17 helicopters are scheduled for delivery between late 2025 and 2026, completing the entire fleet by the end of next year. Once fully delivered, the Philippines will operate a total of 48 S-70i Black Hawks, comprising the original 16-unit batch and the additional 32 units. That's a massive boost to airlift capability, making the PAF's helicopter fleet one of the largest and most modern in the region. The Black Hawk is not just another helicopter, it's the workhorse of modern militaries. It can transport troops, supplies, or disaster relief goods, perform aeromedical evacuation, and even support combat search and rescue operations. In a country like the Philippines, an archipelago prone to typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions, these helicopters play a dual role, supporting national defense and internal security, and enabling humanitarian assistance and disaster response or HADR during Super Typhoon Odette. The PAF's Black Hawks were among the first to deliver relief goods and evacuate stranded residents. They have also been crucial in airlifting troops and supplies to remote areas in Mindanao and the West Philippine Sea outposts. With more units coming in, the Air Force will be able to deploy faster, farther, and more efficiently, improving response time and operational flexibility across the country. The release of the 8 billion pesos NCA by the Department of Budget and Management is a strong signal of continuity and commitment to modernization. This payment represents the fifth milestone in the project's financing schedule, meaning the government is keeping up with its contractual obligations to PZL Mielec. Such timely payments are crucial. They ensure on-schedule deliveries, maintain supplier confidence, and reflect the administration's prioritization of defense capability building under the Revised AFP Modernization Program Horizon 3. In short, this NCA release isn't just a bureaucratic update, it's a sign that the Philippine Air Force's modernization goals are on track. The Black Hawk acquisition is just one part of a broader air mobility modernization push. The Philippine Air Force is also expecting the arrival of new C-130J-30 Super Hercules transports from the United States, expanding its heavy lift fleet for strategic missions. Meanwhile, local defense firms under the Self-Reliant Defense Posture (SRDP) are being tapped to support maintenance, logistics, and even future assembly of helicopters domestically. All of these points toward a more self-reliant, rapid response Air Force, one capable of supporting joint operations, humanitarian missions, and national security objectives. With 8.2 billion pesos released for the Black Hawk project's fifth milestone and 17 more helicopters on the way, the Philippines is closer than ever to fielding one of the most capable air mobility fleets in Southeast Asia. From disaster response to battlefield support, the S-70i Black Hawk continues to prove itself as the backbone of the Philippine Air Force, a symbol of progress, modernization, and resilience. This is yet another reminder that the Revised AFP Modernization Program is not just about weapons. It's about building a force ready to serve and protect the Filipino people, anywhere, anytime. What do you think about this latest milestone in the AFP Modernization Program? Do you believe the Black Hawk is the best choice for the Philippines? Or should we see local production in the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the latest updates on the Philippine military's modernization journey. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.